All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Rob, it's Merkin Gun Reviews. We are back on my last day of vacation with another episode of The Expanse. We are at Season 3, Episode 10. It is called Dandelion Sky, so full spoilers if you have not seen the episode. And my mission in this, watching this episode was, don't get pissed at anything that Clarissa does. I guess that's her real name. Which would make sense. Why would anybody use their real name when they're trying to frame somebody for something they didn't do because they're having bitch-ass daddy issues? Okay, I guess I already failed. No, we can salvage that. So, if you hear any background noise, that's because there's an insane person upstairs watching football, yelling at the TV. Anyway, so there's a lot going on here. A lot of people, Anna is kind of so caught up in the wonder of the ring that she's not seeing things the way she should be seeing things, the way she normally does. Like how she sees Melba, I'm gonna keep calling her Melba, and you know how she saw her and knew something's wrong and didn't do anything about it. Same thing with this lieutenant. She knows there's something wrong with him and she's not doing anything about it. And it takes this, after the lieutenant kills himself, it takes the debutante, the one who's just there because she's bored, basically, to notice that something's wrong. About this Melba girl being Julie Mao's, sister. My problem with this scene is that when they act so nonchalant, when Anna goes, "Are you sure it's her?" She's like, "Yes." Okay, that's a big goddamn deal. Because if the daughter of the man who is obsessed with the proto-molecule is on your ship in disguise, not wanting to be seen, and somebody has just said, somebody's, all of a sudden Holden is being accused of this treasonous kind of thing where everybody wants to kill him, and other people are saying that he's being set up, and you've got the daughter of that guy on your ship, and you just kind of go, well, why don't you go to, she's like, oh, I'll go talk to her. You need to have everybody on that ship that has any kind of military experience or whoever is in charge of security to apprehend this person. Don't go have a private conversation. That is that's not good writing right there. Why would these people, I know they're not soldiers, but they put two and two together. Anna's been around the secretary and Aaron Wright, people that do things shady. Like it's, breathing. So being around people that do things like this, that are underhanded, she's been around that. So, this whole thing just doesn't quite make sense, except for just, that's where they want the story to go. So people are not acting like their characters probably should. And I hate that. Not enough to not like the episode, because there's a lot to like in this episode, especially some of the writing, the technical stuff about Chris Owens' character talking about the actual, what inside the ring, and how it's not a wormhole, and the theories that they have about, everything that being held in place in the same distance, and about, how this could be like a cyst. There's a lot of really cool technical, scientific things going on in here that's really nice. One of the other things that's kind of annoying, though, is how we're going into new territory, and we're immediately there are people acting like it's like they got the run of the house, like going over to somebody's house and just putting your feet up on the table. Do you know what I'm saying? You don't know what you're doing. You don't know where you're at. You are a guest. Stop trying to poke the bear. I think this is the time to stop worrying about what Holden's doing. I mean, they all, at any second, I know that they think, part of me understands why they're trying to stop Holden. I do, because they stupidly think that he goes from being the hero to a terrorist, because that's a leap you make. Because, you know, everybody just sees it on the screen, which I just... There are arguments to be made on both sides is what I guess I'm trying to say, because I know as a viewer what's going on, but the characters don't. But enough people saying that Holden wouldn't do this should be enough to give people pause. But again, I don't know. The stuff with Holden and Miller heading towards it, the whole thing with them, and how eventually Holden kind of gets to talk to the real Miller. Is pretty interesting. The inside of this thing is pretty great. The whole connecting the circuit is pretty great. Bobby trying to keep the Marines from completely attacking Holden is pretty great. But of course, they get in there and they, you know, they have to stop him because, you know, if that thing, you know, they don't understand that this thing could kill them anytime it wants. And again, it's just like, you know, like I said, you don't just go over to somebody, you know, you got to behave like a guest. You can't kick the door down. So, of course, when they start shooting and stuff, yeah, guess what? The thing's going to defend itself because it thinks you're attacking it. And, yeah, old dude gets completely ripped apart, which was a really great visual. And then uses it basically as energy to build itself back up again, which gives Holden time to complete the circuit and then do like a 2001 A Space Odyssey, you know, going back through time, which I'm not even going to begin to understand what just happened there, what he saw, except that there were a whole bunch of rings, which I guess are kind of like doors to probably other, you know, universes. That's about as far as I'm willing to bend my brain until somebody explains it to me on the show. And that's all really cool. And Holden's back and forth with Miller is great. Naomi taking her sweet time, being able to get to, you know, the show making it take forever to get to the Rocinante is a little annoying. I'm pretty sure that she gets back to them tomorrow, but we've only got like 3 episodes left. So, I say tomorrow, the next episode. So, and then we got the stuff with Drummer and Ashford, where she's basically feeling, and that's what it seems like to me too, is, you know, he's hard on her, and then when other people, like Invincible Kid, tries to, you know, basically start talking about a mutiny, you know, he shuts it down. And when she tells him, you know, that's exactly what you're doing, right? You're tearing me down, but then you're like building me up in front of, you know, like, I still can't quite get a grip on what this guy's going to do, because what she says is, yeah, you know, then when you mutiny, you're going to be like, it had to be done. And she's not wrong. I can't kid because there's so many underhanded people in this world, you know, in this universe, with their own agendas, that to do a villain turn wouldn't surprise me. You know, there's not a lot of good, honest people anywhere. Especially somebody that just kind of shows up on the show. You immediately think my alarm bells start going off. So I hope Ashford is a good guy, but I'm not 100%. All right, so the debutante confronts Melba in the dumbest, you know, by herself, nobody there to help her, you know, because giving her time to take the pill or whatever the hell that is she's got in her mouth. And so, you know, that's not going to end well. And all the ships, once the guys started firing, all the ships and everything are frozen in time. And that's really about it for this episode. Again, I wish I had more to say. It's a little frustrating, but, you know, I know it pays off. I know it's going to pay off. I'm not mad at it like last episode. Like I said, my mission was to not let Julie Mao's sister make me too upset. But like I said, we've got 3 episodes left, and then I gotta wait till season 4. So anyway, if you liked this video, please hit the like button, comment, share, subscribe, all that jazz. Otherwise, we will see you on another one probably later on today, and have a good one.